Have you ever wondered why your life looks the same year after year? Why your bank account doesn't grow, your opportunities don't expand, and your dreams feel like distant fantasies? You might tell yourself that you're just being patient, waiting for the right time, staying safe, avoiding unnecessary risks. But let's be real, what you call safety is nothing more than a cage. A cage so subtle, so deceptively comfortable that you don't even realize it's locking you in place. This is the truth that most people refuse to face. The comfort zone is not your friend. It is not a place of rest, but a slow and silent killer of potential. It is the reason you wake up every day feeling unfulfilled, even though you pretend everything is fine. It's why you settle for good enough when you were meant for so much more. But here's the worst part, it doesn't just stop you from growing. It quietly drains you, stealing your time, your energy, and your financial future. Today, I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. I'm here to wake you up, to show you the invisible trap that's been keeping you small and to give you the tools to break free. Because the truth is, your dreams, your wealth, your success, they're all waiting for you on the other side of comfort. And the longer you stay where you are, the higher the price you pay. So let's start with the first step, understanding the invisible cage you've been living in. Look around you. Everything you have right now, your job, your income, your daily routine is a direct reflection of the choices you've made. But what if I told you that most of those choices weren't made out of ambition, but out of fear? Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of stepping into the unknown. And that fear is built in a sandal wall around you, keeping you stuck in the same financial position year after year. This is your comfort zone, the place where you feel safe, but not satisfied. It's a space where you avoid risk, avoid discomfort, and avoid anything that forces you to grow. You tell yourself that you're doing okay, that you're not struggling, but deep down you know the truth. You know you were meant for more. Your comfort zone is not a blessing, it's a prison. A prison disguised as safety. You stay in the same job because it's predictable, even though it pays you just enough to survive. You hold back from starting that business, making that investment, or learning that new skill because it feels too risky. But let me ask you, what's riskier? Stepping into the unknown, or staying exactly where you are, watching your best years slip away? If you're not actively growing, you're slowly shrinking. And the longer you stay in your comfort zone, the tighter its grip becomes. The world changes. Opportunities come and go. And while you stay stuck in the same place, your potential, your absolute success moves further and further out of reach. So is your safety truly a comfort? Or is it a trap? Let me tell you something, your comfort is not free. It's the most expensive thing you own. Because every time you choose over growth, you're silently paying a price. A price in lost opportunities, missed wealth, and a future that never reaches its full potential. Think about it. Every great success story starts with someone who dared to step beyond what was comfortable. The person who left the secure job to build an empire. The investor who took a leap and multiplied their income. The entrepreneur who risked failure but found financial freedom. Now look at the people who played it safe. The ones who stayed at the same job for years, earning just enough to keep their heads above water. The ones who waited for the right time to start, only to realize decades later that the time never came. The truth is, every moment you choose comfort over growth, you lose. You lose money. You lose time. You lose the chance to become the person you were meant to be. You don't notice it at first because the effects are slow, almost invisible. But one day you wake up and realize that while you were playing it safe, life passed you by. Your comfort is your prison. It's the reason your dreams are still dreams. It's the reason you're stuck in a paycheck to paycheck cycle while others are building wealth. And it will continue to hold you back unless you decide to break free. But here's the good news, this comfort has a price, so does growth. And while growth may require effort, discomfort, and uncertainty, its reward is freedom. Financial freedom, time freedom, the freedom to live life on your terms. The question is, which price are you willing to pay? Now that you see the trap for what it is, the next question is, how do you break out? How do you escape the cycle of mediocrity and build a future of wealth and success? The answer is simple, but not easy. You must take action. And I'm not talking about wishful thinking. I'm not talking about waiting for motivation to strike. I'm talking about real, deliberate action that forces you to step beyond what's comfortable and into what's necessary. In the next steps of this journey, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do that. How to shift your mindset from survival to growth. How to rewire your habits, eliminate financial dead ends, and create new opportunities. How to build wealth, not just in theory, but in reality. But before we forward, there's one thing you need to decide right now. Are you ready to break the chains? Because this journey is not for the weak. It's not for those who just want to feel inspired for a few minutes and then go back to their old lives. It's for those who are truly ready to change, to stop making excuses, to stop playing small, to stop settling for less than they deserve. If that's you, then prepare yourself, because what comes next is the blueprint for real wealth. Not just financial wealth, but the kind of success that transforms your entire life. And it all begins with the next step. Have you ever stopped to think about the real cost of staying comfortable? Not just the money you spend, but the wealth you never create. Comfort doesn't just keep you safe, it keeps you stuck. And while you sit in the familiar, waiting for life to change, opportunities are slipping through your fingers. The truth is, comfort is expensive. You don't see the bill up front, but you pay for it every single day. You pay for it in the investments you never make, the skills you never develop, and the risks you never take. You pay for it when you choose the easy job over the challenging one that could lead to growth. You pay for it when you waste years in the same position, earning just enough to get by, while others leap because they dared to step outside their comfort zone. But here's the real question: how much is your safety net costing you? You may think that playing it safe is smart, that avoiding discomfort protects you from loss. But in reality, the loss is already happening. The life you could be living, the financial future you could be building, is slipping further away every time you choose what's easy over what's necessary. The cost of comfort isn't just a missed opportunity, it's a stolen future. And the longer you wait to see it, the higher the price becomes. Comfort isn't just a one-time choice, it's a pattern. A slow, creeping habit that embeds itself into your daily, even noticeably. Look at your life. How many small, comfortable decisions have become second nature? Hitting the snooze button instead of waking up early to learn a new skill. Buying things you don't need instead of investing in something that grows. Saying maybe next time when an opportunity comes your way. Each decision seems harmless on its own, but together they form an invisible wall, a wall that keeps you in the same place year after year. Comfort is like quicksand. Each step feels secure until you realize you're sinking. You stay in a job that doesn't pay you what you're worth because at least it's predictable. You don't start that business because it feels overwhelming. You avoid taking risks because they come with uncertainty. But here's the problem: the only way to move forward is to get uncomfortable. Growth is uncomfortable. Wealth is uncomfortable. And every time you choose the easy path, you choose to stay right where you are. Think about your habits. Are they pushing you forward, or are they silently keeping you trapped? Because if you don't start questioning them now, one day you'll wake up and wonder where all your time, your potential went. Every choice you make has a consequence. Every opportunity you pass up, every risk you refuse to take comes with a cost. And when you choose comfort over growth, the cost is your future. Imagine this: two people start at the same place in life. One of them stays in their comfort zone, takes the safe job, sticks to what they know, and avoids stepping into the unknown. The other person takes the harder path. They learn new skills, take calculated risks, and push themselves beyond what feels easy. Fast forward 10 years. One person is still in the same place, making just enough to survive. The other has built wealth, gained freedom, and created a life on their terms. What made the difference? One chose comfort. The other chose growth. Every moment in comfort is a moment of potential squandered. Think about the investments you could have made but didn't because it felt too risky. Think about the skills you could have learned but didn't because it felt too hard. Think about the business you could have started but didn't because it felt too uncertain. The opportunities for financial growth are always there, but if you're waiting for them to come wrapped in comfort, you'll be waiting forever. Because success doesn't come to those who still. It comes to those who move, who take action, who refuse to let comfort steal their future. So ask yourself, how many opportunities have you already let slip away? And how many more will you lose if you don't break free? Time to wake up. It's time to see comfort for what it really is: not a safety net, but a slow, silent drain on your potential. The longer you stay in it, the harder it becomes to break free. Right now, you have a choice. You can continue as you are, making the same decisions, following the same patterns, and watching your financial future slip through your hands. Or you can decide right now that you will no longer be controlled by comfort, that you will step into discomfort, into uncertainty, into the very things that lead to real success. Will it be easy? No, but will it be worth it? Absolutely. It's the moment you sell, remember you decide, the moment you decide to take control of your future, everything changes. The job you thought you needed becomes a stepping stone. The fears that held you back lose their grip. And the life you once thought was out of reach starts moving closer and closer. So I'll ask you one last time, will you continue to pay the hidden cost of comfort? Or will you finally take the first step toward financial freedom? The choice is yours. Most people spend their lives chasing comfort, believing it's the ultimate goal. A stable job, a predictable routine, enough money to pay the bills, this is what society calls security. But let me ask you something, has comfort ever made anyone rich? Has playing it safe ever led to financial freedom? Comfort is a lie. It tricks you into thinking you're safe when in reality you're stuck. You stay in the same job because it feels secure, but year after year your income barely grows. You avoid taking risks because you don't want to lose money, yet you end up losing time that could have been spent building wealth. You tell yourself that as long as you're not struggling, you're doing fine. But fine is just another word for stagnant. Wealth isn't built in comfort. It's built in action, in risk, in stepping outside the bubble of safety and into the space where real opportunities exist. Every wealthy person you admire, every entrepreneur, every investor, every industry leader got there by doing what others were too afraid to do. They didn't cling to comfort. They embraced the unknown. So the real question is, how much is your comfort costing you in missed opportunities? And how long will you let it keep you from the financial future you deserve? Comfort isn't just a feeling. It's a habit. And once it takes root, it quietly controls every decision you make, shaping your life in ways you don't even realize. Think about your daily routine. You wake up at the same time, go to the same job, do the same tasks, and come home to the same distractions. You tell yourself you're busy, that you're working hard, but are you really moving forward? Or are you just repeating the same cycle year after year? Comfort is the warm blanket that suffocates your financial dreams. It makes you choose easy over effective. It makes you settle for just enough instead of reaching for more. It keeps you in the mindset of, as long as I can pay my bills, I'm okay, instead of pushing you to create true wealth. And the worst part, the longer you stay in this trap, the harder it is to escape. Your brain gets wired to avoid discomfort. You start convincing yourself that big success is for other people. You become so used to comfort that the idea of change feels terrifying. But here's the truth, if you don't start breaking these habits now, you'll wake up 10 years from today in the exact same place, wondering where your time went. You either control your habits or your habits control your future. Which will it be? Let's cut through the excuses and face the truth. Comfort is keeping you broke. Every choice you make has a consequence. And when you choose ease over effort, you are actively choosing financial struggle over financial success. Think about this. Staying in a low-paying job because at least it's stable means you are settling for a lifetime of barely making ends meet. Avoiding investment opportunities because it feels risky means you are handing your future wealth to those who have the courage to act. Spending money on unnecessary comforts instead of learning new skills means you are ensuring that your financial situation never improves. Recognize the enemy within your routine. The late nights spent watching TV instead of building a side business. The mornings spent scrolling on your phone instead of learning how to multiply your income. The weekends spent relaxing instead of putting in the work to create the life you say you want. Wealth doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who decide right now to stop letting comfort dictate their lives. So ask yourself, are you really working toward financial freedom? Or are you just hoping that something happens while you stay in your comfort zone? Because if it's the second one, you already know how that story ends. If comfort is the enemy, then discomfort is the key to freedom. The truth is, wealth isn't about luck, talent, or even intelligence. It's about your ability to do what most people won't, to the unknown. Take calculated risks and push past fear to take action. Think about every major success story. Behind every millionaire, every business leader, every financial success, there is a person who made a choice to embrace discomfort, to step beyond what was easy, and to push through fear. Discomfort is growth. It's the feeling of waking up early to work on a dream when no one else is watching. It's the discipline of investing money instead of spending it on momentary pleasures. It's the willingness to face failure, to learn from mistakes, and to keep moving forward when things get hard. Are you ready to swap comfort for growth? Are you ready to trade short-term ease for long-term success? Because if you are, then the next step is simple. Start doing the things that scare you. Start making the moves that feel uncertain. Start choosing action over hesitation, growth over stagnation, and wealth over comfort. The future you want is waiting. The only question is, will you step outside your comfort zone and claim it? Your bank account isn't just a reflection of your job, your skills, or the economy. It's a reflection of your mindset. The way you think about money, success, and opportunity determines the financial life you create. If you believe wealth is out of reach, it will be. If you believe you're meant to struggle, you will. But if you believe you have the power to change your financial future, everything shifts. Your mind is the thermostat controlling your financial temperature. If it's set to scarcity, no matter how much money comes in, you'll find a way to lose it. If it's set to mediocrity, you'll stay stuck in survival mode, never pushing beyond what feels familiar. But if you reset it to growth, to wealth, to abundance, everything around you will start to rise to match that new setting. Look at successful people. They don't just work harder, they think differently. They see opportunity where others see risk. They invest where others hesitate. They believe in their ability to create wealth even when circumstances aren't perfect. And because they believe it, they make it happen. So the real question isn't about money. It's about mindset. Are you thinking like someone who builds wealth? Or are you letting old beliefs keep you stuck? Most people don't fail because they lack potential. They fail because they've convinced themselves that success isn't possible for them. They believe lies about money, lies that have been passed down, reinforced and repeated until they sound like truth. Maybe you've heard them before. Money is hard to make. Rich people are just lucky. If I try, I'll probably fail. I'm just not good with money. These beliefs don't just exist in your mind, they shape your actions. If you think making money is hard, you'll avoid opportunities because you assume they won't work. If you think wealth is for other people, you won't take the steps necessary to build your own. If you believe failure is the worst thing that can happen, you'll never take the risks that lead to growth. What beliefs are silently holding you back? The ones that keep you playing small, avoiding discomfort, and staying stuck in the same financial patterns year after year. Because here's the truth, your beliefs aren't facts. They're just thoughts you've accepted as reality. And if you can change those thoughts, you can change your entire financial future. If you want to change your financial future, you have to start by changing the story you tell yourself about money. Because right now, whether you realize it or not, you have a financial script running in your mind. And if that script is filled with scarcity, fear, and doubt, it's dictating every decision you make. It's time to rewrite that script. Challenge your old beliefs. Every time a negative thought about money comes up, stop and question it. Ask yourself, where did this belief come from? Is it actually true? Or is it just something I've accepted without proof? Replace scarcity with abundance. Instead of saying, I can't afford this, start asking, how can I afford this? Instead of thinking, I'm bad with money, shift to I'm learning how to build wealth. The words you use shape your reality. Surround yourself with success. If you're only listening to people who struggle financially, that mindset will rub off on you. Start learning from those who have built wealth. Read their books. Watch their interviews. Study their habits. Take action, even though it's uncomfortable. Nothing rewires your mindset faster than proof. The moment you see yourself making progress, whether it's saving, investing, or creating new income streams, you start believing that wealth is possible for you. Transform your thoughts. Transform your wealth. It all starts in your mind. Changing your mindset isn't a one-time event, it's a lifelong commitment. Just like physical fitness, financial fitness requires daily effort, discipline, and the willingness to keep going even when results aren't immediate. Think of your mindset as a muscle. If you don't train it, it weakens. If you let old habits creep back in, they will. That's why mastering your mindset is about more than just inspiration. It's about creating habits that reinforce your new way of thinking. Stay aware. Pay attention to your thoughts. When an old belief about money resurfaces, catch it and correct it. Over time, this practice rewires your brain for success. Make growth a lifestyle. Read books on wealth. Listen to successful people. Challenge yourself to keep learning, growing, and expanding your financial knowledge. Take consistent action. It's not enough to think differently, you have to act differently. Set financial goals. Start small if you have to, but take real steps toward creating wealth. Commit to the process. Success isn't instant, and setbacks will happen. The key is to stay the course, adjust when needed, and refuse to fall back into old, comfortable patterns. Are you ready to master your mindset for lasting success? Because once you do, your financial future will never be the same. Discomfort is not your enemy, it's your passage to something greater. Every success story, every financial breakthrough, every life-changing transformation begins with someone stepping into the unknown. Why? Because nothing worthwhile exists in the space of comfort. Discomfort is the bridge between being stuck and soaring high. It's the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Staying in the same place might feel safe, but safe doesn't build wealth. Safe doesn't change your life. Safe is the reason so many people look back years later wondering why they never reached their potential. Look at anyone who has created success. They didn't get there by clinging to certainty. They got there by pushing past their fear, stepping into risk, and allowing discomfort to sharpen them. Whether it's starting a business, investing in an opportunity, or learning a new skill, growth is always found in what feels uncomfortable at first. The problem is most people avoid discomfort at all costs. They fear it. They resist it. They choose the path of least resistance because it feels easier in the moment. But easy doesn't lead to wealth. Challenge does. Growth does. Taking the uncomfortable step today creates the financial freedom you dream of tomorrow. So ask yourself, are you avoiding the very thing that could change your life? What has playing it safe ever given you? Stability? Maybe a predictable life? Sure, but has it ever given you true financial freedom? Has it ever built wealth, expanded your opportunities, or unlocked your full potential? Playing it safe is a slow financial trap. It keeps you in jobs that pay you just enough to get by, but never enough to get ahead. It makes you hesitate when opportunities arise, convincing you that now isn't the right time. It creates a cycle where you trade long-term success for short-term comfort again and again until you wake up one day realizing you've wasted years. Fear keeps you in this cycle. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of making a wrong move. But let me ask you this, can you afford to let fear keep you in place? Can you afford to wake up a decade from now in the exact same financial position, all because you refuse to get uncomfortable? People who build wealth don't have fewer fears than you. They feel the fear and they move forward anyway. They know that every missed opportunity, every delay, every excuse is just another brick in the wall that keeps them from success. So what's stopping you? The fear of taking a risk or the cost of never taking one at all. Fear doesn't have to hold you back. It can be the very thing that pushes you forward if you know how to use it. Turn your fear into fuel for success. Every time you feel afraid, understand that it's a signal. It's pointing you towards something important. Fear shows up when you're about to grow, when you're standing at the edge of a breakthrough. That discomfort isn't a sign to stop, it's a sign to move. Think about it. The first time you try anything new, it's uncomfortable. But discomfort doesn't last. What felt impossible yesterday becomes second nature tomorrow. The same applies to money. The first time you invest, start a side hustle or put yourself in an unfamiliar financial position. It's scary. But after you do it, you grow. Your confidence increases, your wealth expands. People who create financial success don't wait for fear to disappear. They step forward despite it. They understand that uncertainty isn't a roadblock, it's the road itself. Every financial breakthrough is hidden behind a moment of fear. The question is, will you run from it or will you push through it? Because the only difference between where you are and where you want to be is your willingness to get uncomfortable. Growth isn't about making one big dramatic move. It's about consistently choosing discomfort over ease day after day until it becomes your new normal. Are you ready to take the leap? Then here's what you need to do, response to fear. Stop seeing discomfort as a warning sign. Instead, recognize it as proof that you're stepping into the next level of your life. When something scares you, lean in. Start small, but start now. You don't have to make huge, reckless moves. Start with one uncomfortable step today. Apply for that better paying job. Set up an investment account. Begin learning a high income skill. One action today leads to massive results over time. Build the habit of risk. Every day push yourself to do something that challenges you. Speak up when you normally stay silent. Take on a task that stretches you. Make decisions that force you to grow. Surround yourself with risk takers. If you only spend time with people who play it safe, you'll stay in the same mindset. Find mentors, read books, and listen to those who have embraced discomfort and built wealth because of it. Measure your progress, not your comfort. Stop judging your success by how comfortable you feel. If you're not uncomfortable, you're not growing. Track your actions, your financial gains, and your mindset shifts instead. You have two choices: continue living in comfort and watch your potential fade, or step into discomfort and watch your life transform. Which one will you choose? You don't have time to wait. Every second you spend in hesitation is a second lost opportunities, lost growth, wealth. If you're serious about changing your financial future, the time to act is now. Comfort has kept you in the same cycle for too long. It has tricked you into believing you have more time than you do. But let me make this clear, nothing changes until you do. If you want a different life, you must make different choices. If you want more money, you must take new actions. And if you want real financial freedom, you must break free from the patterns that have kept you stuck. Act now, your future depends on it. This isn't about inspiration or motivation or survival, because the longer you delay, the harder it becomes. The opportunities you ignore to be there tomorrow. The financial stability you think you have could disappear overnight. The life you say you want will never exist unless you make a move right now. So ask yourself what's stopping you from taking the first steps today. Fear? Doubt? Excuses? Whatever it is, recognize it, confront it, push past it. Because the truth is nothing is stopping you but you. Success isn't about one massive decision, it's about the small, consistent choices you make every single day. Every wealthy person you see didn't get there overnight. They built daily habits that created long-term success. And you can do the same. What small step can you take today to change your future? Because that's where it starts. Not with a grand plan, not with waiting for the perfect moment, but with daily action. Here's how you can start. Track your finances. You can't grow what you don't measure. Start paying attention to where your money goes. Cut out unnecessary expenses and redirect that money into growth, whether it's investments, education, or new opportunities. Invest in knowledge. Read books about money. Listen to financial podcasts. Learn from people who have created wealth. The more you understand how money works, the better decisions you'll make. Take one bold financial action every day. Apply for the job that pays more. Start the side hustle you've been considering. Research an investment opportunity. The goal is to push yourself beyond your usual financial habits and start thinking like someone who builds wealth. Surround yourself with growth-minded people. If you spend your time around people who accept financial struggle as normal, you'll stay stuck. Find people who think bigger, who take action, who challenge you to grow. Your future is shaped by what you do today. Build habits that move you forward and wealth will follow. Opportunities are everywhere, but most people miss them because they aren't looking. They think wealth comes from some huge, once-in-a-lifetime chance, when in reality it's built on the small opportunities you take advantage of every day. Seize the moment before it slips away. That means training yourself to recognize and act on financial opportunities when they appear. Because if you don't, someone else will. Here's how to make sure you never miss another wealth-building moment. Train yourself to see opportunities. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, focus on what's possible. That side hustle you keep dismissing. It could be your way out, that new job opening. It could be your chance to earn more. Wealth starts with seeing the doors that are already open. Move quickly. Overthinking is the enemy of success. When you spot an opportunity, act. Start small if you have to, but start immediately. The longer you wait, the easier it is to talk yourself out of it. Be willing to take smart risks. Every successful person took a risk to get where they are. But here's the difference: they took calculated risks. They didn't gamble recklessly, but they also didn't let fear stop them. Learn to assess opportunities and take action with confidence. Learn from your failures. Not every opportunity will work out, and that's okay. Every setback teaches you something. The key is to keep moving, keep learning, and keep taking action. The difference between those who build wealth and those who build the wealth: simple, one group waits for opportunities, the other group creates them. Which one will you be? The journey to wealth isn't about luck. It's about mindset. It's about showing up every single day with the determination to do better, to push forward, and to never settle for less than you deserve. Will you continue to wait, or will you act? That's the only question that matters now. Because everything you've learned up until this point is worthless unless you apply it. Knowledge without action is wasted potential. Here's how to maintain the action mindset. Make action your default. Every day do something that moves you forward financially, whether it's investing, learning, or taking a calculated risk. Never let a day pass without progress. Commit to lifelong learning. The world is changing and opportunities are constantly evolving. Stay ahead by continually educating yourself about money, business, and success. Eliminate excuses. If you want wealth, you can't afford excuses. Time, fear, and doubt are all distractions. Decide that no matter what, you will find a way to move forward. Hold yourself accountable. Set goals. Track your progress. Challenge yourself to keep improving. Success isn't a one-time achievement. It's a commitment to continuous growth. At the end of the day, it all comes down to one thing: are you willing to take control of your financial future? Because no one else is going to do it for you. The blueprint is here, the steps are clear. The only thing left is for you to take action. Most people see failure as the end, a dead end, a sign that they weren't good enough, smart enough, or lucky enough. But that's the biggest lie you've ever been told. Failure isn't the end, it's the beginning. It's proof that you tried, that you took a step forward instead of standing still. Every failure carries a lesson, a strategy, a hidden advantage that prepares you for the next level. The most successful people in the world didn't get there by avoiding failure. They got there by using it. Think about it, every breakthrough, every invention, every empire was built on a foundation of failures. The difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck is simple. One group quits when they fail, and the other learns and pushes forward. So is failure the end or just the beginning of a new journey? You decide. But if you're serious about success, you need to stop fearing failure and start embracing it. Because every failure gets you one step closer to life you want. You will fail. That's a fact. But what matters isn't the failure itself, it's what you do with it. Every setback holds a lesson, a key to unlocking the next phase of your success. The question is, will you pay attention? When you lose money, what do you learn? That you need better financial strategies. When a business idea doesn't work, what does it teach you? That you need to adapt, pivot, and refine your approach. When an opportunity slips through your fingers, what do you take from it? That hesitation is more costly than risk. Embrace your failures as us lessons in disguise. Every time you fall, look at the reasons why. Analyze them, break them down, extract the wisdom they contain, and then apply it. That's how real wealth is built, not by avoiding losses, but by learning through them. The people who succeed don't have fewer failures, they just refuse to let those failures be wasted. They use them as a map, a guide, a training ground. So the next time you fall short, don't ask, why did this happen to me? Instead, ask, what is this teaching me? Because failure only defeats you if you used to learn from it. Resilience isn't something you're born with. It's built, forged, and strengthened through every challenge you face. And if you want to succeed financially or in any part of life, you need to start seeing challenges as opportunities to grow stronger. Every setback is the foundation of your comeback. Every rejection, every failure, every loss is another brick in the structure of your future success. The question is, are you willing to keep building even when it gets hard? Here's how you turn setbacks into comebacks. Adopt the get back mentality. No matter how many times you fail, get back up. The only way to truly lose is to stop trying. Use challenges as strength training. Every obstacle is a test. It's pushing you to see if you really want success or if you'll give up at the first sign of difficulty. Prove to yourself that you can handle it. Control your mindset. The most powerful tool you have isn't money or connections. It's your ability to stay strong, to keep moving, and to believe in your own potential. Success belongs to those who refuse to quit. So when life hits you hard, hit back harder. Show yourself in the world that you are unstoppable. Look back at your journey. Every struggle, every challenge, every setback was all shaping you, strengthening you, preparing you for the success that lies ahead. Because failure isn't a curse, it's a gift. It strips away weakness, exposes areas of improvement, and forces you to level up. It separates those who are just interested in success from those who are truly committed to it. Will you let failure define you, or will it drive you to greatness? That's the question you must answer. Because the truth is, every failure you've ever had is part of your success story. Every mistake was a lesson. Every loss was training. Every setback was fuel for your comeback. So celebrate your failures, embrace them, and then get back to work, because the only thing standing between you and the life you want is your willingness to keep going. Imagine your life as a blank canvas ready to be transformed into a masterpiece. A masterpiece of wealth, freedom, and opportunity. Picture a future where financial constraints no longer hold you back. A life where your resources are limitless, your dreams are within reach, and every step forward is one of growth and prosperity. This is the future that awaits you if you can break free from the limitations that currently bind you. Imagine waking up each day knowing that you are in full control of your financial destiny. You have the freedom to invest, to explore, and to make the kind of decisions that shape the life you've always wanted. No longer weighed down by debt, no longer trapped in the same cycle of struggle, only endless possibilities. Now, close your eyes and see it, the house you've always wanted, the investments you've dreamed of making, the freedom to live life on your own terms without the constant worry of bills and money. This isn't just a fantasy, it's a future waiting for you to step into. Your journey toward wealth begins with this vision. The clearer you see it, the more real it becomes. So dream big, see beyond your current limitations. You are capable of more than you've ever imagined. And now it's time to make that dream a reality. Are you ready to make that bold move? To step out of your comfort zone and into a future filled with financial freedom. Because that's exactly what you need to do. Take action, and take it now. The difference between those who achieve wealth and those who stay stuck is simple. One group takes decisive steps while the other hesitates. Every successful person has made bold decisions, whether it's taking a chance on a new opportunity, investing in their education, or starting a business. These actions are what move the needle. Here's how you can make your own breakthrough. Make the decision to act. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. The best time to start is now. Commit to your future today. Invest in yourself, whether it's learning a new skill, taking a course, or networking with people who can help you grow. Investing in your personal development is always worth it. Take calculated risks. Successful people don't take reckless chances, but they do step out of their comfort zones. Whether it's investing or launching a new project, make decisions that challenge you to grow. Stay committed to your vision. Remember why you started and keep pushing toward your goals. Every bold step you take brings you closer to financial freedom. Now is the time to make your move. You have the power to create the life you want. But it's going to take action, and it's going to take boldness. Are you ready to take that first step? You have unique strengths, skills, talents, and experiences that can propel you to new levels of financial success. But the key to unlocking that wealth lies in recognizing and harnessing these strengths. What are you good at? What comes naturally to you? These aren't just random abilities, they are the assets that can help you create wealth. Whether it's a talent for selling, a passion for technology, or a knack for problem solving, your unique skills can be leveraged to build financial success. Here's how you can unlock your potential, identify your strengths. What do you do better than most people? What do others come to you for advice on? Make a list of your talents, skills, and passions. These are your most valuable resources. Find ways to monetize your strengths. How can you turn what you're good at to a source of income? Whether it's through a side hustle, starting your own business, or offering consulting services, your strengths are the key to unlocking financial growth. Develop your skills further. The more you invest in your strengths, the more valuable they become. Don't just settle for what you know, continuously improve and expand your skill set. Use your strengths to create value. Wealth is built by creating value for others. Use your talents to solve problems, help others, and provide services that people are willing to pay for. Harness your unique strengths to unlock wealth. You already have everything you need, you just have to put it to work. The journey to financial freedom doesn't end after one breakthrough. It's a continuous path, one that requires ongoing effort, discipline, and a commitment to growth. The key to long-term success is sustaining the momentum you've built and continuing to take action every day. So how will you keep the momentum alive? Commit to lifelong learning. Financial success isn't just about making money, it's about continuously growing and evolving. Keep learning, keep improving, and keep pushing yourself to new heights. Build consistent habits. The most successful people aren't the ones who make one big move, they're the ones who make small, consistent moves every day. Build habits that support your financial goals, whether it's saving, investing, or networking. Adapt to change. The financial world is constantly evolving. Stay flexible and be ready to adjust your strategies as new opportunities arise. Celebrate milestones. Take time to acknowledge and celebrate the progress you've made. Every step forward is a victory, and recognizing these moments keeps you motivated for the road ahead. The road to financial freedom is long, but it's worth it. Keep building, keep growing, and keep moving forward. Your future is waiting for you, and it's filled with endless possibilities. You've reached a critical point in your journey, a moment where the path splits in two, and a decision you make now will define your financial future. One path leads to comfort, stagnation, and mediocrity. The other leads to growth, transformation, and financial freedom. The choice is yours. Think about where you are right now. Are you stuck in the cycle of comfort, telling yourself that everything will change someday? Or are you ready to break free, to take the leap in the future you know you deserve? The truth is, inaction is a choice. It's the choice to stay in the same place, to keep settling for less, to avoid discomfort at all costs. But comfort will never bring you what you truly want. It will keep you trapped in a life of good enough, or where your potential goes untapped and your financial dreams remain just that, dreams. On the other hand, stepping into discomfort is the key to growth. Yes, it's challenging. Yes, it's scary, but it's also the gateway to everything you've ever wanted: financial independence, personal freedom, in a life filled with opportunity. Will you continue in your comfort or step into your power? The decision is yours, and it starts right now. It's time to face the truth. Comfort has never brought anyone lasting success. If you want to change your financial reality, you must embrace discomfort as the gateway to wealth and freedom. I know it's hard. I know it's easier to stay where you are, to keep playing it safe, to avoid the risks that come with growth. But that's the exact thing holding you back. Every moment spent avoiding discomfort is a moment spent missing out on the wealth and life you deserve. You've learned the lessons, you've seen the roadblocks, the excuses, and the false security that comfort brings. Now you must take action. You must decide to take bold steps to invest in yourself and to leap in the unknown with courage and conviction. This is your moment. The path ahead is yours to create. Don't wait any longer. Step into your power and claim your future. Rise up now, your future is waiting. Now the final question remains, are you ready to claim your freedom? Are you ready to break the chains of comfort and take control of your financial destiny? Every decision you make from this point forward will either bring you closer to your dreams or keep you stuck in the same place. The truth is, there's no middle ground. You can't keep living in the illusion of comfort and expect change to happen. You must step into discomfort, into the unknown, and into a new way of thinking and acting. Remember, it's not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about making today the moment you start creating the life you want. You have the power to change everything, but you must make the decision. Will you act now or will you keep waiting? The choice is yours, but make no mistake, your decision today will echo throughout your financial journey. It's time to break free from the chains of comfort and claim your wealth. Are you ready to claim your freedom? The time to act is now.